Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we're looking at the 1993 release by Vivid Imaginations from their Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons series of action figures, play sets and toys. And this particular item we are looking at today is of Colonel White, who was the controller of Spectrum. Okay, now these figures were released in 1993, which sparked the return of Captain Scarlet to mainstream television. Just after the Thunderbirds run had come to an end of the Gerry shows, Captain Scarlet was then returned to mainstream television. And as a result, just like Thunderbirds did, Captain Scarlet spawned a lot of toy merchandise, figures, small figures like these, the 4-inch figures, and also 12-inch figures, and a variety of vehicles and so on. But what we're looking at today is of the Colonel White action figure, and this is the card that it comes on, and it says at the top, 1993 ITC Entertainment Group Limited, licensed by Copyright Promotions Limited. It says Vivid Imaginations, Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, and there's an image of Colonel White on the left hand side as he appeared in the TV show. And just beneath him, you've got the Spectrum logo. It says Colonel White with Spectrum Defense Chart and ages 4+ years. And it's item number 51015. Okay, that's the front of the card. Now, before we have a good look at the figure itself, I'd like to turn the card around and see what we got printed on the back. Okay, so I've turned the card around, and this is what it says on the back. So it says Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons, Vivid Imaginations. It says the year is 2068. The Mysterons, sworn enemies of Earth, possessing the ability to recreate an exact likeness of an object or person. But first, they must destroy. Leading the fight is one man the fate has made indestructible. His name, Captain Scarlet. And there's a Spectrum logo right next to that. And these are the first 6 figures that was released in the series. So yeah, Captain Scarlet, Captain Black, Destiny Angel, Colonel White, Lieutenant Green, and Captain Blue. And there was a few more released after that. There was Captain Magenta, and also Harmony Angel. I can't remember if any of the others were released, but I know those 2 were because I've actually had those figures. Anyway, it says collect all 6 figures. Available March 1994. Is the 18-inch electronic Angel Interceptor in scale with these figures. It says Colonel White, Supreme Commander-in-Chief of the Spectrum Organization. He is English and highly educated with first-class honours in computer science and navigation. He served with the World Navy and gained admiration and acclaim for his daring escapades, coolness under pressure, and fine leadership. As a cover-up story, his retirement has been announced, but in fact, he has taken up commandership of Spectrum. It says Vivid Imaginations Limited and gives you their address and details at the bottom. It says made in China. Caution contains small parts. Not suitable for children under 36 months. SIG, Spectrum is green. And there we go. So that is the back of the card. Now let's turn the card back round and have a good look at Colonel White himself. Okay, so I've turned the card around and zoomed right in onto the figure itself. And there you can see Colonel White's face, and you can see the image of him on the left-hand side. So it's not a bad likeness. They haven't done too bad a job, actually, in the sculpting. Let's just tilt that card back a bit so we get a little bit of a better angle. There we go. So, yeah, the sculpturing is not too bad. If they could have added on his forehead lines, that would have been a nice added touch. But other than that, it's a pretty good likeness of Colonel White as he appeared in the TV show. Now, just like all of these figures, they are 4 inches tall. They do have multiple points of articulation, which we come to in a minute, and they all come with accessories, and Colonel White is no exception. He comes with a Spectrum Defense Chart, which you have to put together. Let's just bring it forward a sec. So you can see the chart at the back there, and you've got the stand here. So you just slot the pole into the stand, and then there's his stick there, which he points to. He uses to point to on the screen. Now, I don't have one of these figures open. Unfortunately, we only have them sealed. But I do have a Captain Scarlet figure, which we have here, which is from the same series. So just to show you the articulation, this is what all of the figures are like. So you have the articulation on the head, the arms, the elbows, and the arms all move on both sides. So good articulation there on both arms and elbows. The waist doesn't move, but the knees, the legs do go up and down, and the knees move. Again on both sides. No movement on the feet and no movement on the hands. So it is head, shoulders, elbows, thighs and knees, and that is the extent of the articulation. Now size wise, like I said, these figures are said to be 4 inches, so they're just a tad under 4 inches, which if we measure that in centimeters, it gives you a 10 centimeter size. Width wise, from the edge of the elbow to the edge of the elbow, which is the widest point, you're looking at 3 centimeters. And if you measure his feet, which is the longest part, you're looking at 1.5 centimeters. So that is the size of the figures. As I say, the figures are, sadly I don't have a Captain White one open to show you, but a Colonel White one open to show you, I should say. But the Captain Scarlet one has served his purpose and showed us what the articulation is like. Okay, how well did these figures do? Well, at the time, they did fantastic. Obviously the TV series was a big hit again with the kids. They just seen all the Thunderbirds, and Captain Scarlet come on directly behind it. And it was a big thing for kids. They enjoyed the show, went out and wanted the toys, and obviously that spawned a massive amount of toys being produced. So you had all these figures, you then had the vehicles, the die-cast vehicles, and then you had the plastic Angel Interceptor, and then you finally had the Spectrum Cloud Base, which was a huge toy. So it did spawn a lot of merchandise, which, you know, done very well in sales. But like everything, when a TV series comes to an end, so does the merchandise. So the TV series finished, and there was only ever one season produced these TV series anyway. And it was, obviously, there was no renewal, so it came to an end. And as a result, the toy lines were dropped, and they all, once the items on the shelf are sold out, that was it, they were gone. But now they become incredibly collectible again. So all the die-hard collectors are now looking for these items in these sealed, mint sealed condition, just like this one, which are very difficult to find now. But as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few, which are currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Captain Scarlet items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we are uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody. I'm absolutely positive you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we are shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I hope you've enjoyed the review of this very lovely, wonderful product, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So we'll see you again soon.